Building your success in private. Why it matters. We live in a world addicted to attention. Everyone wants likes, comments, and applause before the work is even finished. But let me tell you a secret. The greatest victories are not built in the spotlight. They're built in silence. Today, we're diving deep into why building your success in private matters. And along the way, you'll see how some of the biggest names in the world did exactly that. So buckle up, because by the end of this, you'll never look at success the same way again. Public eyes are unforgiving. When you try something and stumble, the internet laughs. But in private, failure isn't a scar, it's a lesson. In silence, failure becomes a teacher, not a headline. That's the advantage of working quietly. You can experiment, adjust, and grow without fear of ridicule. Take Usain Bolt. Before he became the fastest man on the planet, he faced injuries, doubts, and setbacks. Many thought he would never dominate the world stage. But no one saw those struggles because he kept training away from the noise. And when the world finally did see, it was pure lightning. Discipline is born in the dark. Anyone can perform when the cameras are rolling. But the real champions, they practice when nobody's clapping. Discipline isn't about what you do in the spotlight. It's about what you do in the shadows. The hours before sunrise. The grind when no one's watching. That's where habits are built that cannot be broken. Michael Jordan wasn't great because of the games you watched. He was great because of the 5 a.m. gym sessions you never saw. Championships were earned in silence long before the crowd showed up. What you repeat in private will echo in public. Character is shaped in privacy. Spotlights expose, but silence shades. Who you are when nobody's looking. That's who you truly are. If the world saw your private life, would your character still shine? Because here's the truth. Money, power, and fame don't create character. They only magnify what's already there. Silence gives you the space to mold who you really are before the world judges it. Fame tests character, but private choices reveal it. That's why the people who last in success are the ones who stay grounded when nobody is clapping. Greatness starts in the unseen decisions you make daily. Look at Keanu Reeves. Hollywood sees him as the internet's nice guy. But why? Because his quiet life matches his public one. He gives millions to crew members, rides the subway, and keeps his humility. His private choices built a character the whole world respects. The crown doesn't define the king. The quiet choices do. Privacy shields you from comparison. Comparison is poison. When you're focused on who's ahead or who's watching, you lose yourself. But in private, you run your own race. No distractions, no comparisons, just progress. When you stop competing for attention, you start competing with your potential. Take Adele. She disappears for years at a time. No tabloids, no chatter. Then she returns with an album that shakes the world. Why? Because she grew in silence, away from toxic comparisons, and came back stronger. Silence kills comparison, and comparison kills dreams. Private growth lasts longer. Loud success often burns out fast, but the quiet builders, they last decades. A skyscraper isn't built in a day. It's built in silence, one hidden brick at a time. Private growth means fewer distractions, stronger foundations, and deeper resilience. It's not about being seen today. It's about being relevant tomorrow. What you build quietly, no one can take away. Public applause is fleeting. But private skill building, resilience, and patience, they're permanent. Just ask Warren Buffett. Despite unimaginable wealth, he reads quietly, studies companies in silence, and lives modestly. His quiet habits built a fortune that has lasted a lifetime. Quick fame fades, silent growth endures. Authenticity thrives without an audience. The more you share, the more you perform. And performance kills authenticity. True art isn't created for an audience. It's created in silence, then revealed. Privacy allows you to stay true to yourself. It keeps you from chasing trends and lets you create something timeless. When no one is watching, the real you is free to grow. By hiding from the noise, you create something real, something raw. Frank Ocean is proof. He disappears, avoids interviews, rejects the spotlight. Then he releases music that cuts to the soul. Because in silence, his authenticity survives. The less you perform, the more you become. Silence prepares you for the spotlight. When the lights finally hit, you'll feel the pressure. But if you've built in silence, you're ready. Don't wait for the spotlight to prepare. Prepare so the spotlight doesn't break you. Silence is training. Silence is armor. It molds you into someone who doesn't just survive the spotlight, but owns it completely. The spotlight doesn't make legends, it reveals them. Joaquin Phoenix showed this with his haunting Joker performance. Years of quiet preparation, avoiding media noise, prepared him for a role that demanded everything. When the world was watching, he didn't crumble, he conquered. The stage doesn't make you, it exposes you. Privacy protects your energy. Sharing your dreams too early invites critics. And critics drain energy. Your dreams don't need opinions, they need oxygen. Protecting your privacy protects your fire. When you guard your progress, you keep your focus. When you silence the noise, you amplify your discipline. When you protect your dream, you keep control of your own story. Emma Watson knew this. She stepped back from Hollywood, pursued education and activism privately. And when she came back, she wasn't weaker. She was stronger, sharper, and respected not just as Hermione, but as a leader. Protect your dream like fire. Too much wind, and it dies. The reveal hits harder. When you reveal something the world didn't see coming, it hits with force. Silence builds suspense, and suspense makes impact. Secrecy creates anticipation. It multiplies the shock. It gives your achievement the stage it deserves, free of distractions, free of doubters. That's why Beyoncé shocked the world when she dropped surprise albums. No announcements, no leaks, just impact. Her silence became her power, making her work impossible to ignore. The quieter the build, the louder the reveal. Legacy is forged in hidden moments. At the end of the day, your legacy isn't built on applause. It's built on the choices no one saw. History remembers quiet courage more than loud noise. The unseen hours, the lonely practice, the silent sacrifices. Those become the foundation of greatness. Every hidden decision is like a seed planted in secret, blooming when the time is right. Rosa Parks didn't give a speech that day. She didn't make a viral post. She just sat quietly on a bus and refused to move. That private decision reshaped history. That's the power of unseen moments. Legacies are carved in whispers, not shouts. The final message. So hear me clearly. Your silence is not weakness. It's your shield. Your private grind is not wasted. It's your preparation. Your unseen hours are not invisible. They are the roots of greatness. The world might think success happens overnight, but you'll know the truth. The spotlight doesn't make you. It only reveals who you already became in the dark. So keep building, quietly, patiently, relentlessly. Because one day, when you finally step into the light, the world won't just applaud. The world will stand in awe. So now, it's your turn. Will you keep posting your every move, waiting for likes to validate you? Or will you step back into the silence and let your actions speak louder than applause? The quiet work you do today will become the thunder the world hears tomorrow. If this message hits you, don't just listen. Act. Build. Protect your dream. And when you're ready to step into the light, the world will finally see what you've been creating all along. Stay relentless. Stay patient. Stay private. Because your time is coming. If this video opened your eyes to the power of building in silence, protect your dream and keep going. Hit like, share, and subscribe to Motivation Arcane for more truths that fuel your journey and prepare you for the spotlight. And don't miss our last video, remembering your why when quitting seems easy. Because in the moments when giving up feels easier, your why is the fire that keeps you moving forward, stronger, sharper, and unstoppable. Stay focused, stay patient, and I'll see you in the next one.